Here is the Carroll County Sheriff's Department address, phone numbers, hours of operations. I'm posting this so that we can call and protest them hiring Officer Myles Cosgrove, the one that's responsible for Breonna Taylor's death. Ladies and gentlemen, I did a video on Myles Cosgrove, the killer of Breonna Taylor, getting hired at another law enforcement department. And the people of Kentucky ain't having it. And not only are they protesting this, they're blowing up the phone lines over there. So, with signs, no knock, killer cop, about a dozen people gathered outside of Carroll County Courthouse on a chilly Monday morning to protest the return of law enforcement police officer and killer of Breonna Taylor, Myles Cosgrove. Carrollton residents were in a crowd along with protesters from Louisville. The city Taylor called home, and they were there standing against the decision of the Carroll County Sheriff's Office to hire former Louisville Metro Police Officer Myles Cosgrove. So Antonio Brown had previously protested in Louisville and took the more than 1 hour long trip to northern Kentucky to attend Monday's protest. The hiring, he said, showed a lack of progress since Taylor's death more than 3 years ago. So the same officer have been hired in another county, not even a different state, a different county. So I don't see nothing has changed. Brown said we are still fighting for voting rights, and he said they're still waiting to legalize marijuana. Well, that's a whole different issue from Breonna Taylor. It's a lot of things we are fighting for that we have been fighting for years. Cosgrove controversial hire came into the spotlight over the weekend when the Carroll Sheriff's Department confirmed that they had added Cosgrove to its rank. Deputy Chief Rob Miller noted Cosgrove had not been charged for Breonna Taylor's killing. No, he was not charged because here in America, they got the laws so rigged up and got the ability to exclude people if they don't want them charged. And, things are just never going to be done fairly in this country. That's why Cosgrove can wrongfully kill Breonna Taylor and still walk around here and get another job carrying a firearm. That's America for you. So they said he passed the agency's background check despite being fired from LMPD in January 2021. We feel like he was a good candidate, Miller told the Courier Journal, citing he had nearly 20 years experience in law enforcement. Maurice Todd Jr. participated from the sidelines at Monday's protest. He said he lived in the area his whole life. He said, and called the move to hire a killer cop and put him on the payroll was the worst decision they ever made for this county. And that's true. I mean, who's going to feel safe if Myles Cosgrove shows up on the scene? I sure wouldn't. I would not want a cop like him showing up at all to handle any situation. So they go on to say, I never thought I'd see people come together, not in my own town. This is the largest thing on the negative side that I've ever seen, and it brought people together. Well, like I said, it's amazing how they can't take the peace license from these cops, but they can do it very quickly in Tennessee. With the black cops that were involved with Tyree Nichols, they didn't have no problem taking their peace license. But in this situation, they got a problem with charging Myles Cosgrove, and they have a problem with taking his peace license away. The double standards is staggering, for real. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't blame these residents for picketing this situation and putting up a big protest. They said they're getting flooded with phone calls, and they rightfully should. I don't blame these folks. Who the hell wants somebody like Myles Cosgrove as part of the sheriff's department there? Somebody definitely, you know, somebody definitely made a huge mistake by bringing him on. So, ladies and gentlemen, Cosgrove has never been charged with killing Breonna Taylor, although they did say two of the bullets that came from his gun were fatal. So, the only officer that's facing that faced any charges, and we remember that was Brett Hankinson, and he had other charges on him besides Breonna Taylor. So he was just by Daniel Cameron, he got probably the lightest charges and never had to go to jail. Remember, he got 3 counts of wanton endangerment over shooting in the apartment above Breonna Taylor's. That was the worst charge he got. And he was found not guilty on that. I'm sure many of you do remember. Carroll County resident Carolyn Reisner had her own perspective as she held a sign calling for public officials to work to gain the trust of the community. Others may not agree with her, but she acknowledged, but she, like many others, don't believe Cosgrove belongs there. They don't want him there. This is really no different than Tamir Rice's killer. If y'all remember, he tried to get a job in Pennsylvania, right over there in Nicetown. And I know exactly where that is, growing up in Pennsylvania. And it took the people protesting him getting hired in order for them to back off and get rid of him. That's another person that should have had their peace license taken away. You killed a child within seconds of showing up on the scene. You didn't try to find out what was going on. You just came out of a car and started shooting. And you mean to tell me you can't justify getting his peace license taken away? This is just unbelievable how y'all like to cherry pick everything. So I hope, you know, that they'll be pressured into getting rid of Cosgrove for real. I mean, it's really upsetting seeing once again another Betty Shelby situation. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this new development of how people are rising up to say hell no to Myles Cosgrove getting hired by the Carroll County Sheriff's Office. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.